Let me know if y'all can hear me. I probably need to turn this fan off in the background. I'm laying here. It's morning where I'm at. And plus, if it wasn't, it's morning for me because I've been up all night. I've been up working online and in general, so it's morning for me. So I'm laying down. Grand rising. Yep, I got up and got me some breakfast and laid my butt right back down. I didn't even stretch or anything yet. I'll do it. I normally do it every day. I'll do it later. Grand rising this morning for me. This morning, I've been up, washed my face, brushed my teeth and stuff, and laid back down. I want to moisturize my face too. Yep, I'm in the bed. I'm in the bed. I want to talk about something though. You notice how now it's very common for people to be celibate and for people to be single and for people to be like not really, thinking about falling in love and all that stuff, which is kind of good because they had us in like a romanticized mindset. But some people, it's healthy to be thinking about like yourself and falling in love with yourself. But I really don't think it's healthy the rate that we are. I don't think it's healthy the rate that we are okay, like being without. Like, okay, it's good to be able to be by yourself, but I don't think you should be looking forward to staying by yourself. Like, and even the marriages, like, I don't know, it's just not the same anymore. Like, people, I don't know, people together for the wrong reasons too. Like, they together because they don't want to, they don't. It's cheaper to keep each other. It's easier to pay the bills together. So a lot of times, because me, for instance, when I was at the end of I'm talking about two dynamics. How you doing, everyone? I'm talking about two dynamics of relationships. Like, I think it's strange how people are like celibate now and single. It's very strange. Like, cause it's good in a way because we have been too dependent on like looking for a mate and falling in love and riding off on a white horse and all this stuff. Let me know if you cannot hear me because I have my fan on, which I shouldn't. I shouldn't have my fan on, but it's in the morning for me, and I've been working all night. And look, I'm not afraid to turn on the camera. Look, I've been up all night, and I'm still laying down. I was just thinking, like, see, just me, no makeup. I washed my face. I've been up. I ate some breakfast. Yeah, but I just wanted to show you my face, cause so you won't be like, oh, she's up here, she's afraid. No, I'm not afraid to get up here. I'm not afraid to get up here, look, with the bonnet on, but I'm in bed. I'm not walking around with it outside. If somebody want to do that, that's their business. But I just want to talk about how strange it is how celibate people are now. How people are like, I've been celibate for the last 3 years. I've been celibate for which, that wasn't, we was in love. Like it was an era where we was like making love in love. I thought we was happy and trying to build empires on that Miss Melody type vibe. Y'all know who Miss Melody is? May she rest easy. That's my girl, but she was born before I was, but I still admire Miss Melody. Miss Melody built KRS-One. She was the backbone of that. She met I'm not telling nobody to do this too, because this is another subject. Sometimes when you save somebody, you can end yourself. So, Miss Melody is the one that built that group KRS-One. I mean, she was like, her presence was strong. She was like a goddess, full figure. You know what I'm saying? That's when you could be yourself in that era. Um, And then they started bringing in the uh the music to lower our vibrations, because at one point rap music was like really high vibrational, and they had a lot of steppers. Hello, how you doing? Hello, everyone. Rap music from its origins, it had a lot of high. I'm in bed. It's morning for me. I've been working all night, so I got up and got me some breakfast and washed my face. I want y'all to see I'm not afraid to. I'm comfortable with myself, so I'm showing you me. This is me. Look, this is me with my face washed. I'm still in the bed. So hey everybody. It's cool. My day is cool. I've been up all night. So I'm just saying it's crazy how people now are like everybody's like, if they in a relationship, it seems like the relationship they're in. And I must admit, I've been there before. Like, I'm gonna be vulnerable. Like at the end of my really long-term relationship, I was like, yo, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I'm like, let's just make this shit look good. Let's make it look good for the people. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna pay these bills together, and we could be roommates. And that's I'm keeping it a book. That's going on a lot because it's think about it. It's expensive as hell now to live by yourself and pay a mortgage or pay rent, buy food, pay car insurance. Most people got a car payment or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They got you got to have a couple of vehicles because if one of them break down, then you're gonna have to either rent a car or it's just a lot now. But even back then, you know, even back then, people be like, I was smart. I was like, listen, it was at the end of a long-term relationship. I was like, listen, I know what you're doing or whatever, but don't bring nobody here. Do your stuff out, and I'm not gonna sleep with you. Like we could just and men don't like that. Hi everyone. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, men don't like that. They feel okay. So I didn't know that somebody could. I got in a long term relationship when I was a teenager and naive, and my pastor she tried to tell me she was a good woman and won't like these mega churches now. And I'm talking about several subjects, y'all. So I'm gonna land. I'm gonna land. It's in the morning where I'm at. I've been up all night partying. It's like I've been working. But yeah, I've been working online, so I've been up. So it's morning for me. I got up, washed my face. I'm up here fresh without, anything on, makeup or on all that stuff. I'm just up here natural. I know y'all want to that y'all might not want to see my pie face, so you do. Hey, I'm comfortable with it. But I just decided I was gonna show you my face, so you wouldn't be thinking that I'm like this the whole time talking. So yeah. But I just think it's pretty strange. It's early for me. I've been up. I just laid down like shit, like maybe six something, seven, close to seven, and it's still early. And I hadn't slept. I slept long enough, but I'm still a little tired, and I do need to get up, do my qigong and my stretching and all that, and grounding out, getting this energy out. But I'm gonna do it. I just decided to stop moving so robotically, like just like yeah, it's good to have a program and abide by it every day and do things at a certain time and have a method and all that and have a what you call this a way you do it repeatedly like a ritual. But today is just gonna be a day where I'm kind of like flowing. I'm telling you, I'm just gonna go with the flow. It don't always gotta be when you end your life. I'm not ending my life right now. I'm comfortable. I'm just talking about how isn't it strange how celibate people are now. Everybody's happy to be, and I'm included in that. Like with the thing about I can stay by myself, but how isn't it a balance to that? Like didn't we get didn't we get this to use it? Like what if they say if you don't lose it, you lose it. Like okay, if you celibate, are you like masturbate? If you're if you're doing the masturbation thing and looking at porn all the time, I don't know, because that porn is corn. I'm supposed to be saying corn. It's really addictive. I don't do that. The only reason I don't do that is because I don't do that because I done it before. I used to look at it and I got what I needed to get out of it and I left it alone. But that was alone. I'm not interested. Like, but I can't say what other people, how they get addicted to stuff because it's very addictive. But it wasn't for me, and I'm glad. I just was trying to learn something, and I got what I needed to get out of it, and I left it. I'm not interested in seeing all of that. You know what I'm saying? All the time. I don't need that to motivate me because thankfully I have an imagination that I can use. So I use my imagination, and I'm not saying like that. I'm not saying that I don't, do those. I hope there's no children up here. Children, get your children off of here. We're talking about grown folk stuff and pleasure and sex and all that stuff. So I just think it's strange how a lot of us are like, oh, I'm celibate and I've been celibate, which is good because I think so we were too into that. I need a relationship or I need a woman, I need a man, I need a husband, I need a wife. And then you got people that they only together to pay bills or they together because they don't want to be alone and they don't want to weather this mess on their own. And I don't blame them. I've been there. I've been at the crossroads where I didn't want to end. It took me a long time to end things. So I get that too. But I just think it's by design. Like, these diseases and stuff that we've been facing it for a long time. This STD, HIV, all this mess is man made. And it's like it's done by design because it's not natural. Like it's not natural for these diseases that we are, handed out are not natural. None of it is like not even the cancers and different stuff like that. It's not even natural. I brush my teeth. You brush your fucking teeth. Matter of fact, I bet you can't get on screen. My teeth look better than yours. I go brush my teeth. I don't brush my teeth. I brush my teeth more than your mama brush hers. Huh? Where your teeth at? You talking about what the fuck? Let me see yours. My teeth look better than your teeth look on any day. I bet. Get up here. Get up here. Send a link. And I add you up here telling me to go brush my teeth. Fuck you. And I bet you don't look, since you wanna play the game, go wash your ass and don't just and use a washcloth. Cause you probably don't even use a washcloth and don't even know how to properly wash your ass. Oh. Oh. Yeah, what y'all getting ready for the Super Bowl and all that stuff. Yeah, that's what a lot of people they love the Super Bowl. I remember I used to love going to the Super Bowl parties and gatherings and all that stuff. And it'd be the Super Bowl weekend and we have the parties and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm talking about is telling me to brush my teeth. You better listen to what I'm saying, you idiot. I brush my teeth, but you don't what you say don't make me shit. But anyway, I can do what I want to do. If I want to get up here with no clothes on or shave my head while I'm up here, or if I got dentures, take my teeth out and splash more, I can do that. But I just think it's strange how people are really like either celibate now or they in unhappy relationships. It's just wow. Like I think they focus on that straining the relationships, making people have unnatural desire. It's either people are just like overly single and celibate, or they're like overly lustful, or they're like overly unhappy and just miserable. And when it's just the imbalance and everything. It seemed like because I think it's okay to be celibate and be single and all this and that, but it can get to a point it seems where you just like not experiencing the natural desires and maybe becoming, and then it's not even safe to even go out here and try to get your groove on there. If you are a single person and celibate, it's like it's best to be like it's best to stay that way because you got people out here that's agents that's spreading disease, spreading disease and stuff like that. Worried about people brushing their teeth, but I bet they ain't been to the doctor to get checked out, and probably out here messing around unprotected and stuff. But yeah, you got people that's out here purposely. That's how these diseases got out of control because it was a guy that was like the Epstein of Europe, where he was getting all those girls. He was how they get them is they advertise that they have a like a modeling thing like Victoria's Secret. So you they want big time. They want you to be a model, and they're gonna pay you so much money and fly you out. Well, see, that's how they traffic these beautiful young girls. That's how they do it. They do it through and by the advertisements of modeling and stuff like that, and they're gonna pay them, and that's how they get beautiful young women from all over the world. Think about it. How would a social serial Pedialyte and serial rapists that take advantage and assault the young women and boys, how would they find them? How would they find them all over the world? They would use their money to advertise that they have a job for them. Because, that way they would respond. That's like easy. They would respond and they could say, okay, send me a picture. Let me see if you fit this description, and boom, got him. So it was this man that was like, I don't know his name exactly, but they said that he had so many STDs until his penis looked like a mushroom. And he was what was he? He was the Epstein. He said his penis looked like a mush. Well, you know what women they allegedly say he had messed with? All of the women that boxer had, the boxer Floyd Mayweather. So that he gave them all these, and some of them women even filtered down to messing with the rappers and stuff like that. And one of them, and maybe more than one, was like in the court with Diddy. So I'm not even gonna, the Jane Doe that was one of his girls. So one of the girls that was when she was younger, she had got picked up by this Epstein of the UK, and the one that had all these STs. So yeah, it's just strange now that people are either celibate like for a long time, or they're like overly into different things like corn and the lust of the flesh, or they're like in very unhappy relationships. I just wanted to get up here and talk about that. Yep. Yep. Hmm. Yep. So it's just crazy how people are not like balanced and stuff. It's just, oh, it's 10:03. Where you at? Okay, where you at? If it's 10:03, where you at? I know you said that a long time ago, but yeah, either they're very celibate now, or they're overly into the lust of the flesh, looking at porn and corn and all that. I meant to say corn, looking at corn, or they're unhappy relationships. And like I said, I know how that feels because it's something, it's so expensive. It was expensive back then, so it's more expensive now. It's cheaper to keep them, so people be like, look, let's pay these bills together and all this and that and the third and the Super Bowl. Cardi B done fell down with a robot. She done fell down with a what in the heck? It was a butt too heavy or something. Lord, that child be catching it, and then what? Ooh, She done told that man not to cheat no more. She gonna leave him. She know daggone well that's over with. Cause his name and Offset got the same name, just spelled differently, huh? Mm, 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 mm. I couldn't even tell. Offset, Stefan, they both the same name. Yep. Well, I just want to get her here. I'm going to take her back and take a nap. Then I'm gonna get up. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, I hope y'all team win and all that. Cause y'all done bet on these games. I hope you ain't getting all excited about them and ain't making no money off of them. But oh well. This has been my son, Goddess 777. I'm off. I'm out. Y'all be good.